Welcome back to Living and Investing in Cancun. This time around, we are shining a light on a massive development project located not in Playa del Carmen, which we often cover on this channel, not in Tulum, which we also often cover on this channel, but yes, in Cancun itself. And it is called Aurora Towers, which yes, the word towers is plural because there are not one, not two, not three, but 4 towers with incredible views of Cancun. In this video, we will be talking about what the Aurora Towers are all about and what they have to offer so that hopefully by the end of this video, we will have helped you arrive at your own conclusion as to whether or not they might be right for you. Stay tuned. Hey again, everybody. My name is Frank. I am the man in the chair, and I am partnered with the lovely Diana, a licensed agent with Net Real Estate, and we help people just like you who are wanting to either live or invest in Cancun or its surrounding areas find that perfect spot. So do not hesitate. Whether you are 9 days away or 90, reach out to our team, whether you shoot us a text, send us an email, give us a call any day of the week, any time of day. It is what we love to do. So yes, as mentioned in this video, we are talking about the Aurora Towers. Easily the biggest, most massive, most ambitious project we have ever talked about on this channel. I think that's why I'm getting a little excited. And they start at a decent price point as well. So we have a whole lot to talk about for you guys, going over the amenities, its exact location, what the pricing looks like, so on and so forth. So without further ado, let's jump right in. For starters, just to reiterate, yes, the Aurora Towers are located in Cancun itself, where all the hustle and bustle is happening. And if I may say so, it's very well located within Cancun as well. You are roughly 5 minutes from downtown Cancun and roughly only 10 minutes from the airport, the train station, and the hotel zone. So you are really just in the thick of it. And yet at the same time, this project is being built on a massive undeveloped plot of land. And of course, as to be expected, on this plot of land, you will have panoramic views of the lagoon and the Cancun hotel zone, ensuring that pretty much regardless of which unit you get, you will ultimately still have some sort of enjoyable view. Now, when I said that this was easily the most massive development we've ever covered on this channel, I meant it. As mentioned at the start, there's not one, not two, not three, but 4 gigantic towers. Each will have 21 floors of units ranging between 1 and 3 bedrooms. Absolutely crazy. And as you can imagine, with a project of this magnitude, the amenities have to follow suit because yes, there are over 30 amenities, which yes, I will begin to read to you one at a time just so you know. You've got swimming pools, plural by the way, as you can imagine, varying in type for either family, adults, or children. You will of course have a gym, a rather massive one at that. You'll have virtual golf, a snack bar, biking lanes, tennis courts, trampolines. I don't think we've covered a project so far with trampolines, as well as grills, a shopping area, jacuzzis, also plural. They've got what they call a sky view bar on the 18th floor. You will absolutely catch me there. They've got a business center. They've got mini golf, literally mini golf. They've got paddle courts for paddleball, a playground for the children, picnic areas, elevators as well, which I would most certainly hope they include. Otherwise, you're looking at 21 flights of stairs. They've got pool bars as well, which in my opinion is simply one of the greatest inventions of humankind. They've got a spa, an event hall also on the 18th floor. They've got a streaming room. I've heard of small movie theaters. I don't know if that's what they mean by a streaming room. They've got a skate park for skateboarding. They've got a kids soccer area. They've got a kids club, a lobby, which I suppose is the least interesting among these. They've got access control for cars, I assume restricted for tenants only. Pool lounges, bowling, which I think is also new to some of these projects, as well as a 20th floor lounge area, including grills and another jacuzzi. They've got what's called a junior club with either billiards or foosball. They've got a pet park. Lord knows I would bring my corgi to that. They've got what's called a multi-court, which I'm assuming is just mixed uses for sports. They've got a children's party room for all the birthday parties you want. A concierge, of course. 24/7 security, as I would hope. And as you can imagine, much more than all of that. But I don't want to lose my voice by the end of this video. And so, I mean, like, wow, I'm laughing because it's almost ridiculous, right? Not in a bad way, but just, I've never heard or seen anything like this before, at least in this space to this degree. Now, I have been to a couple of amazing resorts in Cancun, but they are not condo project developments for people to live. I mean, this sounds like living at some Cancun version of Universal Studios or an amusement park, or yes, a resort. I mean, 18th floor pool bars, bowling. I mean, it just, some of that stuff was absolutely amazing, right? And that's the thing about this that intrigues me, that excites me. You know, I'm not trying to sound like some sleazy, gross realtor like, hey, how amazing is this? And it's some, $2 million shack in San Francisco or Manhattan. I mean, this is, you heard the amenities and you've seen some of the pictures by now. It's just out of this world. And so yeah, that excitement is what you're probably sensing from me. Now, what's interesting about this is, of the 4 towers, as of now, only one of them has a pre-sale going on. I think it's because they're just starting with the first and the rest will follow in time. So let's talk pricing, because another reason why this is enticing for me is all of the stuff I just mentioned. You would think that this starts in the price range of 3, 4, 500,000 for an apartment, or a condo, and up from there, maybe even more than that, with the views starting at 6, 7, 800,000. But no, this actually starts fairly affordable, at least in the grand scheme of things, and most certainly for what you're getting. Looking at my notes, something else that's pretty cool in my opinion is that in the case of this development, they will let you reserve units for about $2,500. And that is something that a majority of the other projects we've talked about on this channel that we've covered, that they don't offer, right? So usually when I'm showing a price list of other projects and a lot of the units are ratted out or scratched out or whatever they choose to show for that, it means that they've been purchased, that they're sold. In this case, that might be the case for some of them, but a lot of them might just be unavailable because of a reservation that may or may not hold out. Another thing to mention that I've already mentioned, but circling back, because this is just for one tower, rest assured, going forward, as this is going to be, I believe, completed in development in 2027, you will have 3 more towers of inventory to choose from. So keep that in mind, and let's go ahead and talk pricing. All right, looking at the price list, the first thing you're going to notice is that this is a lot of information. So in terms of what you need to know, the smallest floor plan, which is 1 bedroom, is right around 600 square feet. And the price of the 1 bedroom 600 square feet unit is right around $153,000. That is the cheapest price you can find that at least is still available on this list. And from there, it climbs in both price and size, as you can imagine. Another floor plan is going to be around 1,200 square feet, costing right around $240,000. Another floor plan would be around 1,700 square feet, rather large, at right around $340,000. And then of course it goes up to say 2,045 square feet at $466,000, all the way up to a unit that is 2,500 square feet at right around $566,000. Yes, there is actually another unit that is 4,400 square feet, the largest that they offer, but the price is unavailable because it has been either reserved or purchased. Now, don't get me wrong, those numbers I just rattled off, in accordance with the varying sizes, are not the only prices there are. For example, I jumped from $153,000 up to $240,000, but you're going to have prices in between because of either which floor you're on and, in accordance with that, which view you have. As mentioned, most if not all views will be nice to some extent, but obviously if you're on the 21st floor, you're going to have an impeccable view, and as to be expected, you're going to charge a premium for it. Last but not least, something I'd be remiss if I didn't mention as well is that Aurora Towers offer 2 different types of payment methods. In addition to reserving it for right around $2,500, when it comes to actually purchasing and paying for the unit, you can either do 30% down and 70% at delivery, or you can do 30% down, 40% during construction, and then 30% upon delivery. Oftentimes, these differing payment methods do come with certain discounts. I don't see any listed at the moment, but if you'd like for us to reach out on your behalf and ask, we can absolutely do so. And so there you have it, a brief general overview of the Aurora Towers to give you an idea of what they're about and what they have to offer, so that hopefully at the end of the day you can arrive at your own conclusion as to whether or not it might be right for you. And that's the thing, it might not be right for you. Maybe you don't want something so extravagant, maybe you don't want something so busy, maybe you don't even want to be in Cancun where it is more hustle and bustle. Maybe you prefer something more laid back like Tulum. Maybe you prefer something in the middle like a Playa del Carmen, or whatever it might be. Again, that is what we are here for, helping people just like you find that perfect spot, wanting to either live or invest in Cancun or its surrounding areas. But again, the only way we can do that is, yes, by you reaching out to us. So do not hesitate. Whether you are 9 days away or 90, reach out to our team. Whether you shoot us a text, send us an email, give us a call any day of the week, any time of day. And just in case you're new to the channel, yes, as you might have gathered, on this channel we talk about living and investing in Cancun and its surrounding areas. So if you haven't already, consider subscribing to the channel and ringing that little bell to get notified anytime we put out a new video. Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below. Click the like button if we've been providing any value for you. Share it with anybody you know. And until the next one, you guys, my name is Frank. This is Living and Investing in Cancun, and we will absolutely catch you later.